Hello and welcome. My name's Tony Draper. You can find me at www.tonydraper.com. And in this video I'm going to share with you one of the most expensive mistakes I have made in business so that you don't do the same too. I'm really glad to have this opportunity to share with you an example of some of the pains and the frustrations, as well as the excitement and the pleasure I went through when I first started to look at starting up my own business. Now, I don't know about you, but there are a few things that made me start looking at my own business, looking at the internet and various other things to see if there are any opportunities out there. And for me, it was back in 2005 when I first started thinking about life in general. I'd just turned 30 years of age, and I seem to have reached that age where you look back on your life and you think, what the heck have I just done with it? My memories seem to mainly be of having a good time, drinking and socialising, and not a lot else really in terms of securing myself for the future. I'd met my wife-to-be a couple of years before, and we'd had a daughter from her previous relationship, and as well we had a little boy on the way. I didn't feel that I was in control of my life at all. You know when you get that feeling in the pit of your stomach and you start to panic a little? Well, that's exactly how I felt. I was working away during the week and living for the weekends, and I knew it was time to do something about it. So I made that very vital decision to take action. So I turned to looking at starting up a business. Initially, I started following a very famous direct marketer. I attended one of their seminars and thought, this is the way for me. I bought a package from that guy for around $15,000 that came with a monthly coaching course that promised, but of course with no guarantees, to make me rich within a year. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm probably one of the most driven people I know, and when I set my heart and mind to something, I really get going. So I took this package and I took this course and I sped through the course as quickly as possible, and I created a sales funnel as directed by the tutor using the products that I'd bought for the $15,000. I then asked the tutor, how am I going to test my sales funnel? Well, the answer I got wasn't exactly what I was expecting. He actually said to me that in order for me to test my sales funnel, I needed to pay for my sales letters to be printed in the thousands and mailed to a rented list of hungry buyers. So I thought to myself, well, this is easy. So I started contacting the right sort of companies to actually put that motion in place. But it soon became apparent that it was going to cost me an additional $10,000 just to test my work. Well, that was the end of that for me. I'd spent the $15,000 on the products and the course. I didn't have $10,000 spare. I had no money left. And no one had mentioned at the very beginning that there were going to be these additional costs. So what I did do is I looked into alternative ways of testing my sales funnel, and I tried paid ads in newspapers as a last-ditch attempt. But the amount of people that brought in was absolutely zero. So I binned that idea as well. I did ask the tutor about the internet, but unfortunately he was old school, and the internet was something his paid staff had to worry about. So now, not only did I have that feeling in the pit of my stomach again, but it was now added with a feeling of sadness. But don't get me wrong, the sadness only lasted a little bit, because I had made that decision earlier on to take action, and that meant to me that I was going to keep going no matter what. I knew that I'd just been hit with a major lesson and needed to take every ounce of benefit from it and move on. Believe me, after a while you intentionally make mistakes as part of the trialing and testing process, so it becomes second nature. But admittedly, they do become calculated mistakes, and you don't tell many people about them anyway. So if you are thinking of starting up a business and want to know how to do it, then believe me, I've made some really big mistakes, and I can tell you a lot more of them. Therefore, I'm in a really good position to show you how. Not to make mistakes, that is, but how to make a success of your business. The reason I wanted to share this with you was that I just wanted to let you know that although I'm successful now, it wasn't always like that. You and me are very similar in terms of we are both scared to make mistakes. If you're like me, I don't like making mistakes through fear of embarrassment in front of my family and friends. But the great thing about doing it in your business is that first, your family and friends don't actually understand what you're doing anyway, and second, all you will lose is time and maybe some already budgeted money. So now you've heard the types of mistakes I've made, I'm really excited to be able to share with you now how I created a successful business and the steps I have taken to achieve that. I'm a big believer that it's better to learn through someone else's mistakes rather than your own. So if you want to see how I was able to set up a successful business online, then just go on over to www.instantproductcreationformillionaires.com, and on there you will be able to grab yourself a 40-minute DVD stroke video showing you step by step how to create a 3-tier sales funnel in under 72 hours that will have you bringing in money within 30 days. I'm really excited about this product because I know you're going to absolutely love it. So make sure you go and grab it, because you now know the sort of mistakes I've made, so believe me when I say I genuinely want to make sure that you don't do the same yourself. So get yourself on over to www.instantproductcreationformillionaires.com and start making a success of your business today. My name's Tony Draper. It's been an embarrassing pleasure to share with you my mistakes, and I hope to see you soon.